I think that any man that force any woman to do anything, it should be like the Arab countries. They just start cutting shit off, to be totally honest, of that man. Any man that forces any woman to do anything, they should treat them like they treat them in the Arab countries and just start cutting shit off. From their fingers, to their hands, to their feet, to their genitals, to their head. You know what I'm saying? So now, another thing of it is that how low do you have to be when you're gonna put somebody on a jet and fly them all the way to New York, to the studio? To me, bro, to be totally honest, it sounds kind of fishy to me. I can't, and then it came from Hard Pierre. The Hard Pierre I knew back in them days was a cornball that did everything Puff said. You know what I mean? Like he was one of Diddy's highest dick riders. So I don't know that Hard Pierre. The time they said it happened when I was reading 2003, I was around at that time. You know what I'm saying? Me and about 8, 9 other bodyguards. See, what people don't know, that Puff had a lot of bodyguards. Everybody has certain days. You understand? I had Saturdays and Sundays. And then when Puff went away, or they were certain places and I was off work, they may call me and say, yo, Gene, Puff wants you here. Can you come? This, that, and the third. And if I could, I would. If I did, I didn't. It wasn't no big thing. So for them to do that, man, that's some real thirsty, desperate shit.
So does this mean Beyoncé was also forced to be part
of Diddy's freak-offs?
It's shocking to
even consider Beyoncé and Diddy's freak-offs in the same sentence.
Now making headlines for something no
That's
one
right.
expected.
Beyoncé, known for her grace and composed personality, is now making headlines for something no one expected. Not even her sister Solange. Rumors are swirling that Beyoncé is losing her calm as she's allegedly being exposed in leaked footage from one of Diddy's freak-off parties.
See all the things that she done, and just picture, why would somebody lie about her? What is it about her that somebody would want to tell a lie about? I'm not gonna mention the other people that's in that frame that I have, because they are so big right now, it would mess up their career. Do you understand me? I'm not the only one with the copy, but I'm the only one, I'm the one who gave it to them. Do you understand me? What she's talking about is that when I said that we were at Kanye West's party in North Hollywood, I was bodyguarding Scott Storch at the time. Do you understand? Listen here, I was bodyguarding Scott Storch. I the one told Scott, let's get up out of here, because they was about to do some damage to us, bro. I can't listen to me, man. So now she's gonna get out there and she's gonna sit up and talk about, yo, he's lying he'll do anything just to get interviews and all that stuff. Man, listen to me. I got way more stories than a Gloria Velez story. I got a whole lot of stories they never even heard of. So me saying what she said, come on, man.
Here's what we mean if our math is correct. The footage might be from the same time as Diddy's 50th birthday bash. For those who might not know, a lot went down on the night Sean Diddy Combs turned 50.
What happened?
So what happened, and why is Beyoncé allegedly in a video from a freak-off? Although Beyoncé's outfit from the party was well documented online, those who weren't there wanted to see more. Even some who attended were ready to share what the public craved. However, Queen B's husband Jay-Z wasn't having it. In a video that went viral on social media, though it has since disappeared, someone at Diddy's party was allegedly recording on their phone while standing close to Beyoncé. She danced. When Jay-Z noticed this, he immediately grabbed the phone out of their hands. It's unclear why Jay-Z reacted this way, but it's clear that he was protecting his wife. yet reports suggest there might be more to the story than just preventing a video of them dancing from getting out.
That's some real thirsty, desperate for them to fly a 17-year-old girl, you know, on a G5. They was flying G5 and G4 jets back then. All the way to New York to gang her in the studio. Man, I wish I could give them their punishment, if that's true.
Yeah, that's what she said, man. She said that Diddy, he flew her to New York, took her to the studio, gave her a drink, the game, and there's pictures online too. So she was at his studio, Daddy house. So, I mean, she ain't lying about that. She was there, man.
Well, if anything, at that time, if anything came from Detroit, it was one of Puff A&R. They called him Slam. He was from Detroit. He used to set up everything, you know, for Diddy. The time I told y'all about Diddy getting the fellatio when Jennifer Lopez was upstairs, Slam set that up. You know what I mean? So if it came from Detroit, it probably came from Slam. Because he was another one of the dudes that was a flunky around there. You know, but it's crazy, man. I really don't, I got daughters, man. I have words, I don't have words for that, bro. And I don't know any of the guys who were officers that worked for Bad Boy like myself would allow that shit to happen. They wouldn't allow that shit to go down. Puff and them, they know what to do when certain people are around. You understand? When they got those dudes who was, you know, from the hood and they was doing bodyguard work and they was doing stuff like that, they may, but I don't know any of the officers that I knew that was working for Puff would allow any of that shit to go down. Because they know they could lose their job and they could be brought up on charges too.
If we're making sense of it all, rumors suggest that Beyoncé was simply dancing and enjoying herself at what appeared to be a freak-off party and event type, for which the rapper is well known.
We was on a tour bus one time, he had 2 snow bunnies. We picked them up in Dallas. One of the NBA basketball players introduced him to him. He asked me to go get something, I went and got it. He said, yo, Gene, they want to F you, while he was laying in the bed with both of them. And I said, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm all right. And walked out. That's the only time. Owed Diddy something. I don't know what she owed him, but she would let Diddy know wherever Jennifer was at so he could do something. He was trying to get Luther Vandross over there to sing to her. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna sing, he was trying to get Luther Vandross over there to sing to Jennifer. You know, so, but Jennifer wasn't going for that because she had went through enough of his bull crap. Even when we come to the studio and there's like mad girls up in there and they being disrespectful or whatever like that, he was trying to convince her that, you know, because he was in the industry, he had to have mad girls up in the studio and everything like that.
Honestly, it does make a lot of sense. Remember when Solange was so angry at Jay-Z? She seemed to be at her breaking point over whatever he was doing to Beyoncé. According to recent accounts, Jay-Z may have introduced Beyoncé drugs, freak-offs, and other questionable behaviors.
You think about if Harley was part of intelligence, right? What kind of people you think are surrounding my kids? What kind of people you think are in that house right now? My kids go to Sierra Canyon. It's a Jewish school that doesn't teach Christianity, teach Christian kids. At Christmas time, they're teaching Kwanzaa to black kids. They say, hey, this is your Christmas. This is all indoctrination. This is all mind control. You gotta understand, like I don't believe I'm putting myself at risk because I think God uses me for a time like this. He put me in this situation and had y'all follow me from George Bush Don't Care to Beyonce Had the Best Video to now. For some reason, y'all are interested. 2 Chainz said, YSL belt buckle. Y'all, gold is looking. Like, y'all are interested for some reason. And they wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched the medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue, right?
Yeah.
I ain't never been back to the hospital since 2015, but every time they say I'm crazy, it's just when I'm saying the truth. So what's the crazy part, really? What's the crazy part, really?
They can't scare you. They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are.
It's also quite evident that Jay-Z's relationship with Beyoncé has been damaged.
It is evident that Jay-Z's relationship with Beyoncé has been damaged by his past infidelity, creating friction within the family dynamic, particularly with Beyoncé's sister Solange. Solange has long believed that Jay-Z controlled and manipulated Beyoncé to fit his ideal image of a spouse. It seems that Queen Bee has finally come to see this, and fans are relieved. Do Solange's concerns about Jay-Z seem justified in light of recent allegations? These claims suggest that Jay-Z's use of drugs to manipulate Beyoncé notion that the industry, given Jay-Z's close ties with Diddy, known as the industry dealer, seems to support is not surprising. Given Jay-Z's past as a drug dealer, it's plausible that he might exert such influence over Beyoncé. Parties in Hollywood are infamous for their drug culture, and as Gandil has disclosed, Diddy, who is also close to Jay-Z, throws extravagant parties where even artists like Beyoncé aren't immune to the allure of drugs. This makes it possible that Jay-Z's influence contributed to Beyoncé's drug use as a means of control. Additionally, there have been long-standing rumors about Beyoncé's pregnancy and her relationship with Jay-Z, as highlighted by sources like Kanye West, Solange, Jaguar Wright, and Wendy Williams. These rumors underscore the complexity of their relationship despite their immense wealth and status as a Hollywood power couple. Furthermore, it's rumored that Jay-Z and Solange are still at odds, and Solange may still be excluded from family gatherings after their infamous elevator altercation. The elevator fight between Jay-Z and Solange clearly signaled that something was amiss in their family dynamic.
The first person I saw was B, and Beyonce was like, yo, let me holler at you. And I'm like,
Beyonce said, let me holler at you?
yeah. So I'm like, yo, you know, so I went over there and hollered, and she was like, yo, yeah, and she was just telling me like they rock with me.
That. Okay.
They rock with me, and they, you know what I mean, like they didn't know what that. And I really didn't even think when I was saying it,
But
like
these are real people that you're talking about.
I just didn't really connect to it like that. You know what I mean? And you say a lot of things, and punchline-y style is just to say something to be catchy and metaphoric and catch up. But I didn't, you know, see the deeper side of it. And Beyonce, you know, I ain't gonna share the exact conversation, but she showed me, you know, told me like, you know, this is people, like, you know what I mean? Saying something like that could personally hurt her and that kind of.
So I had days that I devoted to. On Wednesdays, I took off from work, and that was Solange's day. And she was a lot younger than Beyonce, and it was tough because she was 5 years older, and Beyonce was this little superstar in our city. And so I took them to counseling, so that very early, so that the counselor could help Beyonce be more sensitive to Solange, because she couldn't stand her for a minute. You know, when they were little, she was 5, she was all in her stuff, she was trying to hang around her and her friends, and Beyonce was really irritated. But it made her more sensitive to who her sister was and what she had to deal with because of her.
So the question remains, who wouldn't step in to protect their spouse from being physically assaulted in front of the entire industry? It's also reported that Beyoncé's been under pressure from Solange and others close to her to face the reality of her troubled marriage to Jay-Z and his involvement in Diddy's freak-offs. Moreover, there has been significant friction in the family dynamic, particularly with Solange, due to Jay-Z's past infidelity affecting his relationship with Beyoncé. Essentially, Solange believes that Jay-Z has controlled and manipulated Beyoncé, making her into someone he could exploit and eventually offer to Diddy. This situation also reinforces the idea that their marriage might be just for show. Even though many fans who have long speculated about their relationship might not be surprised by this revelation, it remains significant. Despite Jay-Z's infidelity, Beyoncé and Jay-Z continue to be Hollywood's most powerful duo, celebrated and invited everywhere. They haven't broken up, which only adds to the ongoing intrigue and speculation about their relationship.
Well, it's my soulmate, it's the person I love, you know, and you can be in love with someone, you can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And, you know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, you know, to break that cycle. For Black men and women, you know, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
Beyoncé's recent decision to speak out for herself only reinforces the idea that their marriage might be more about practical interests than passionate love. Jay-Z could struggle to convince some people of the sincerity of their relationship. To be honest, one thing we do know is that Jay-Z has admitted to being involved in toxic relationships in the past and has acknowledged causing harm to several young women, including Aya. Considering all this, if the alleged involvement of these celebrities in the freak-offs comes to light, it might not be too late to see Jay-Z face legal consequences for the charges against him, with Beyoncé potentially by his side. That's all for today. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.